Okay? Now, let's suppose we have a 4-carbon compound. 2, 3, 4. And when I say 4 carbons, I mean 4 carbons in a row. Not, double around and bonded to each other and all that stuff. We'll get into that again next chapter. Now, let's suppose we have a single bond here, and a double bond here. Okay, that changes the type of hydrocarbon this is. Now the highest energy or highest bond energy value here is going to be found in the double bond. So compounds that have one double bond in them and everything else is single is called an alkene. So the suffix "ene" means double bond. Now, every carbon wants to end up with 8 electrons. And remember, every line means 2 electrons. And then there's going to be a hydrogen bonded on the other end of that. So, you're going to have, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, 1, 2, 3. I'll put this one down there. It makes no difference, honestly. And we'll talk about that when we get to alkenes, too. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So every carbon should have 4 lines in some form. Now the ones that are not bonding to the carbons are now going to bond to the hydrogens. So we put hydrogens here. Okay? Now, what do we name this compound? Well, the longest continuous chain of carbons is 4. You go to that listing that I gave you in your script there. 4-carbon prefix is butes. And the fact that you have a double bond makes that an "ene" on the end. So the name of this compound is butene. Is that the only place we can put a double bond? No, there are other places we can do as well. So let's do that. We can move this double bond over here. Four. Hydrogens on those. This is a butene as well. Now, there is a different name for that, but we're not going to get into that today. We're going to deal with that when we get to the alkene section. Okay? So just say butene, and we're going to be good with that, and then we'll expand on that later on. Is this the only place this can be? No! We can move this over here. Okay? And again, there's a situation with that, but right now, I don't care. I just want you to understand that double bonds can move and still be considered an alkene. So we move this over here. And for lines, you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So hydrogen's on. Yeah, it's not going to take you too long to hate the letter H. But that's, that's out. Those are all butenes. The next one, we're going to do 6 carbons in a row, and we're going to put a triple bond on one. I'll put that on the first pair of carbons. Then I'll add single bonded carbons after that for a total of 6. Now again, every carbon wants only one, wants 4 lines. This one already has 3. I'll just put one right there. This one now has 4. Don't need any more. But these all have 2 here. And this one would have 3. And we put hydrogens here, all across. Now, the fact that we have a triple bond here, then everything else is a single bond, we have a new category of hydrocarbon, and that is that this is an alkyne. The YNE means triple bond. Okay? Alk, of course, means hydrocarbon, and that's what we have here. But we can move this over here, over here, over here. We'll do a couple, we're not going to do all 5 of them. Well, let's move it over to the next carbon. Put it right there. And this carbon has 1 line, so we have 3 lines here, 4 lines here, 4 lines here, 2 lines here, 2 lines here, and we 3 lines here. Now they all have 4 carbons. Put hydrogens on there. Now, if you're going to take organic chemistry in college, your professor may not appreciate what I'm going to show you next chapter with hydrogens. We're not going to keep doing this, trust me. This is as much pain for me as it is for you, so don't worry about it. But for right now, we're putting all these hydrogens in here. So, the question here, what do we call these 2 compounds? 6 carbons. What's the prefix for 6 carbons? It's hex. These are alkynes, so this is going to end with YNE. The fact that the triple bond is in a different place will change the specifics of the name, but for right now, we don't care. And so we can put one here, 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 and it's the same deal. Okay? All right. So, what I want you to do in your practice problems is draw all possible compounds for these names. Methane, propine, pentene, heptene, nonine. Okay? Lots of room for your paper. This is going to have a lot of answers. You're going to have 1 answer here. You're going to have 2 answers here. 4, 6, and 8. 1 less than the number of carbons involved. All right? Have fun.